You know, I was watching Evil Dead Rise in theater and the movie was good. The action was nice, and the performance from the actress playing the mom was also great. I overall had a fun time at the movie, but I also felt like I was watching a movie I already saw before. And not even just once, but 2 times before. Let me explain. But remember, I will probably spoil the movie, so spoiler alert. Also, I am not just a YouTuber complaining about Hollywood sequel and remake of older IP. I get the sentiment, but sometimes great movies come from returning franchise, like Mad Max Fury Road, or even Ash vs Evil Dead, the TV show if that counts. The problem with the new Evil Dead Rise movie is not with the story, or the fact that it is a movie about Evil Dead, but the structure of that movie. A structure that follows too closely the beat we associate with the Evil Dead movie, to a point where it makes the movie worse than it would have been otherwise. What I mean is the story is unique in its character and setting, but it's still the story of people finding a mysterious book, reading the book, well kinda in this case, resulting in the cast stranded for the night in an isolated place from outside help with the evil entity inside. That is until morning come, as the evil entity then possesses one person that is separated from the group. That is then found by said group until they get fully turned by the entity. Then the character that is possessed attack their close one, until after a while the possessed character end up locked away somewhere or like unable to get to them until like the movie is done with that so they can go out. Like they could be locked away in the basement or outside the apartment in like the case of this movie, just long enough to have someone else that was like hurt in the fight turn into a deadite too. This continue until there is almost no survivor left and that one of them choose to fight a little until the climax where they need to get the chainsaw to kill the evil entity, ending the movie soon after, just in time for the sun to rise. Those are the major plot points for not only Evil Dead Rise, but also Evil Dead 2013, and also Evil Dead 1 and 2 if you would like combine both movies into like one, making the movie very predictable for anyone who saw any movie in the franchise. Like I knew midway through the movie exactly what was going to happen next and how it was going to end, especially as they show you where the chainsaw is early in the film, and you know that in an Evil Dead movie, the movie can't end until a main character get their hand on a chainsaw. That's like the thing we associate Evil Dead with like the most, other than Bruce Campbell. So until they got back to the parking, the movie just couldn't end, especially as we saw that was where the chainsaw was. But yes, you could still care about the character and enjoy the dynamic between them, or the action and scare. I mean, those are all fine, but as the movie followed so closely the other two Evil Dead movie for their plot point, you knew if it was going to end, it would be with almost everyone dead outside of the obvious main character. If anything, the only surprising twist is that the little girl didn't die too, as other than that the movie was really by the book. And I know it's been 10 years since the last Evil Dead movie, so for a lot of people it's been a long time since they saw anything Evil Dead, especially if they didn't watch the show. But it's not really an excuse, as this wasn't a problem with the 2013 movie, because while it followed the same beat on paper, the movie still did clever change to subvert the idea of Evil Dead while still being like true to it, like having the main character be the first one to be possessed to make us think her brother was the main survivor until she is saved from the entity later on, subverting your expectation of Evil Dead while still giving us crowd-pleasing moments like the chainsaw scene. It's Evil Dead, but not too predictable, something that we cannot say about Evil Dead Rise. The point is, Evil Dead Rise isn't bad. If it's your first Evil Dead, or if you have not watched an Evil Dead movie in quite a long time, it could surprise you even. But if I wanted to watch a retelling of the original without twist, I would watch the original. The movie was fun, but Evil Dead 2 is the best horror movie ever, so I can't help but feel disappointed a little by Evil Dead Rise. I am not saying the movie should have been something else entirely, like that it shouldn't have been anything like Evil Dead, just that maybe it shouldn't have been this predictable too. Like make the chainsaw truck empty as a clever callback, but not something we know will make the hero win, or have it run out of gas midway through the fight, or maybe give the boomstick to the villain instead of the hero. I don't know, anything just to make it feel similar in tone and feel but unique in the event happening. Am I crazy to think that? Well, anyway, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment if you like the video and want more video like those. Thanks for watching.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping